Would you be willing to wear a wire? We need your help.
7:30 a.m. I am approaching the entrance to the office.
Good morning, Liz Taylor, secretary.
You don't really need to narrate the tapes for us when you're making them. Just
Not a problem.
Oh, Carlisle, you know you want to sing it.
Informer, you know, let's video down, lickity-boom-boom-down.
And my song is "You Fat Fuck." 50 because Matt Damon gained some goddamn weight for this. This is
Matt
pounds.
Damon. I know.
He just what? He stopped exercise and he ate a bunch of ice cream and pizzas.
Man,
Probably ice cream on pizza.
That was reported 30 pounds. No, that motherfucker put on about 60-something pounds.
Yeah.
That shit, no, he looked like something out the clumps, except he's white.
Yeah,
I mean,
he did. I sort of, if I was Matt Damon, I mean, that guy's sitting, sleeping on mounds of money. There'd be a point I'd be like, you know what? I like this ice cream and pizza shit. This is good. The guy, Matt, I don't need any more money.
He did 3 Bourne Identity movies, which required him to do one-armed push-ups like 18 hours a day.
Yeah.
Now he's like, you mean I get to sit on my ass, watch TV, and don't have to eat the sensible dinner?
yeah,
Fuck yeah.
It's like the Seth Rogen thing in reverse. Like Rogen saying now he had to do all that workout shit to play the Green Hornet, and he's quoted saying, "As soon as this shit is over,
Oh yeah, no. After this is done,
I'm gonna be fat."
Oh yeah, no. He's gonna be in Rob Zombie's The Blob next.
Well, that's the thing with Matt Damon. It's like, he can blob around all he wants, but as soon as he gets the call that they've greenlit the 4th Bourne movie, it's back to the gym.
That's
he's
gonna
gonna
suck for him.
No, he's gonna say, "Get somebody else. I'm tired. Shit, I'm eating right now."
It's time for a new Bourne Identity.
Get DiCaprio.
Can't act eating.
Yeah. Motherfucker, I earned this.
kind of put the phone away. Hey Ben, you want a job?
No, he just eats the phone after he's done.
Matt Damon.
Now, the reason why we're talking about Matt Damon being fat, I know we've gone on for a while, but this is because he's playing an actual real-life character, Mark Whitaker, in this movie by Steven Soderbergh. And
As we know, real life people are always fatter than celebrities.
They are. They say the camera puts on about 10 pounds. Real life puts on about 50.
That's true. That's true.
And Mark Whitaker was Ivy League PhD guy who was an executive over at
Archer Daniels Midland.
What, Midland?
Archer Daniels Midland.
Archer Daniels Midland, which is agriculture and food company. And
What's funny is that they used to advertise on NPR all the time.
Oh yeah,
biggest sponsor.
Oh yeah. But in the early 90s, they were in a big scandal, price fixing.
Yep.
For
lysine.
Lysine, additive called lysine, and Mark Whitaker was the whistleblower on this. And at the time, it was considered to be one of the biggest price fixing scandals at the time. Now, at the beginning of the movie, we see that this guy is kind of eccentric a little because his personality is delivered through thoughts in his head.
Right, we get to hear his every thought going through his head, and has a running dialogue of every little mundane thing in his life, every straight thought he has.
And mundane is the perfect word for it. I mean, you mentioned eccentric. He's not eccentric. He's so very normal and thinks about just bullshit. See, he thinks about polar bear noses. It's like, how do they know to cover their nose? Do they look in a mirror and say, hey, my nose is black, I need to cover that shit up to blend in? I mean, it's really stupid shit like that's running through his head, which is really funny to hear.
It is funny to hear because, look, we're calling him crazy, but really, if you think about it, we all do that. I mean, it's just, that's the way the human mind works. We see something, our thoughts just run with a random thinking process.
Don't blow off the crazy part.
No, because that is what's revealed. At first, we're thinking like, all right, this guy's a little weird, but if we read into his mind, it's going to seem that way because it's just thoughts out loud. But as the story progresses, where he's kind of seen as someone who's, he's a whistleblower and has potential to be somewhat of a hero breaking this big antitrust thing happening, we begin to learn that he's a little bit crazy. I mean, I don't want to ruin too much. I'll just say that he has a problem, and it might implement him as being a larger role in this scandal that's happening than we were led to believe before.
Yeah, not everything is as it seems. I mean, it seems like this guy is the hero, and maybe on some level, in some way, certainly in his own perception, he is.
Yeah, and his wife is the one that tells him to actually talk to the FBI. His wife, played by Melanie Linsky, who I thought was actually pretty cool. I mean, she played a very subdued role.
You know what? She's somebody who's been in a lot of stuff, and she should have got that big break. Like from Heavenly Creatures.
She got overshadowed by Kate Winslet.
Yeah, Kate Winslet ran with it. And then she played Drew Barrymore's sister in Ever After, and just never really escaped that Drew Barrymore shadow. She's always like, if Drew Barrymore won't return your call, then you call, Melanie Linsky?
Melanie Linsky, yeah. And she's a good actress, man. She is. just
Yeah, but now that you mention that, it's like, how good of a movie would this have been with Drew Barrymore as Matt Damon's wife?
Yeah. Damn.
I don't even know what to say to that shit.
Sorry, Mel.
She's like, look, if you don't do it, because the FBI has already questioned him about these things, and she's like, all right, look, if you don't talk to them, I will. And there's a reason we find out that he doesn't want to say anything, but but he just says, fuck it, I'm going to go ahead and just throw myself into it.
There's things I know. If I decide to tell you, could I be prosecuted?
I cannot provide you with immunity, but any information you tell me about your involvement in criminal activity would be discussed in a favorable light with the U.S. Attorney's Office.
This involves price fixing in the lysine business.
Take some notes.
Price fixing in the lysine business. Now, I have been in several meetings with our Japanese and Korean competitors over the last few months where the sole purpose was to fix the prices. ADM made me go to those meetings. So if you figure out the price fixing thing, I'd be the fall guy. He seems like a real good guy. I hope he doesn't mind me calling him Brian instead of Agent Shepard. I might even try Bry out. This must be very different for him. Talking to a guy like me instead of a bank robber or a drug dealer. I could see us fishing or whatever. What a good listener. You don't meet one of those every day.
And I don't know if it's, what do you think it is? Is it because of ego or is it because of,
Well, I got to tell you, it's
what?
just almost sheer coincidence. Right before coming over to record, I was looking up Mark Whitaker the other day because I thought his story was fascinating. And then right before I came over here, I saw a link to where the show This American Life did a whole hour about this whole thing, about Mark Whitaker, about the whole scandal. They talked to the FBI agents, they talked to everybody involved, and broke the whole story down. And whereas this movie opens with kind of a flippant disclaimer, like, yeah, this is sort of based on real life, it's not accurate, get over yourself. This movie is very accurate. And I'm part of his motivation for helping the FBI, which they think, man, this guy, we've never had an informant like this. Now, I mean, all agency was like, you guys are lucky, you hit the gold mine. And he had a motivation that was a lot more selfish than anybody realized.
Well, one of my favorite moments from the film is just kind of that moment when the FBI agents are talking to other FBI agents, and they're like, what do you have on this guy? Yeah. And they just kind of, you realize that, wait, why is this guy doing this? There's no reason he should be doing this, but he is. And that's where this story kind of begins to unfold, and you start seeing that the film is actually going in a very different direction than where they're leading you to believe.
And
right?
you start feeling sorry for the kind of putsy FBI guys who are handling his case, who have totally bought into the cult of what's his name?
Mark
again?
Whitaker.
Yeah, they've just bought into he's a hero, and they're great. Scott Bakula has got the worst haircut maybe in Hollywood history, and it's so perfect for this character. And all the side characters in here are great too. There's so many great cameos.
Well, they hired